For the next 15 minutes, I'll be unpacking how your gut health is a direct result of what you eat. And in order to fix it, you have to eat the right foods. Also, we'll talk about why your gut health is the foundation to your overall health. I'll be sharing as much as I can in this limited time, but I promise that before I conclude, I'm going to show you how you can dig even deeper. Your gut is home to good bacteria, bad bacteria, viruses, parasites, and yeasts called the microbiome. It's important to have the right balance of the good guys and the bad guys in order to have normal gastrointestinal function and protection from infection. The microbiome also regulates metabolism, your hormones, mood, energy levels, mental functioning, and even appetite and cravings. I can't say enough how important the microbiome is to your entire body. And it's challenging to keep it balanced because the good bacteria can be destroyed by a lot of different things, including medications you take, antibiotic use, chemical pollutants, your level of stress, and even the foods you eat. We all know that when you take antibiotics, they kill off some of your good bacteria. But most people think that when you take probiotics along with them, any damage done by the antibiotics is canceled out by taking the probiotic. Nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is that antibiotics are one of the biggest threats to our gut microbiomes. Scientists have discovered that when antibiotics were given to healthy people for just 5 days, the amount of different species of microbes in their guts went down. A lot. And even though the number of bacteria were back to normal after a few months, the types of microbes in their microbiome continued to be dramatically less. There are over 1,000 species or strains of bacteria in a healthy gut, and it's possible that antibiotics can completely wipe out some of the strains, and this can be permanent. The microbiome may never return to what it was before the antibiotics. And if these bacteria never show up again, it leaves us more vulnerable to infection and developing other conditions and diseases. One species of bacteria that can be dramatically reduced or wiped out by antibiotics is Oxalobacter formigenes. This bacteria breaks down oxalates, which are in all plant foods in varying amounts. And when there are not enough good bacteria to break them down, they must bind to calcium and other minerals, robbing us of these vital nutrients. And if there are not enough minerals to bind to, they form knife-like crystals, which deposit and accumulate in the organs and tissues throughout the body, causing pain and dysfunction. This would include constipation, gas, bloating, and diarrhea. So this explains why just taking probiotics and calling it good isn't the answer. The number of species found in a typical probiotic supplement is maybe a dozen. And if you scoured the ends of the earth to find all the different strains available in supplements, I'm guessing there are less than 100. And you would still be getting just the tip of the iceberg. This doesn't mean that probiotics are bad. It just means they're not magic. Not so long ago, it was a big deal to find a probiotic with 1 million bugs. Now you can find 100 million in one pill. But while it's sitting on the shelf waiting to be sold, the probiotics are dying. And then when they get into your stomach, a lot more of them die. So maybe 1 million of them actually make it past your stomach. But if you're not eating enough soluble fiber to feed them, how many of them actually colonize? And then when you consider that there are trillions of thriving bacteria, it hardly makes a dent. So many things that affect our gut health feel like they're out of control, but the food that we eat isn't. We can make choices to eat the right foods to support our body as well as our microbiome. So first off, when I talk about the right foods to eat, I want you to know that every body and every microbiome is different. There's no one-size-fits-all perfect diet that you must follow. And what once made your body feel good may not anymore, because your body and your microbiome is always changing. So then what are the right foods to feed your unique gut microbiome? There are tons of articles you can read on how a particular food or drink will fix your gut, but that doesn't mean that food or drink is right for you. So take kombucha, for example. Kombucha is a drink made of green tea, bacteria, yeast, sugar, and probiotics. It's fermented, which means the bacteria and yeast break it down and turn it into something else, like milk turns into yogurt. Once kombucha is fermented, it contains sugars, alcohol, organic acids, prebiotics, and complex microbial communities of bacteria and yeasts. Depending on your unique individual balance of microbes in your gut, this drink can actually make things worse. Bacteria and yeast use both sugar and prebiotics as food. So this means that by drinking kombucha, you're not only getting probiotics into your body that you didn't have before, but you're also feeding the bacteria that are already in your gut, including the bad ones. So if your gut is out of balance and you don't have enough beneficial bacteria, most of the sugar and prebiotics just feed the bad bacteria, which only adds fuel to the fire. And then, if you don't have enough Oxalobacter formagenes to break down the oxalates, it causes more problems because the green tea in kombucha is very high in oxalates. Then there's garlic, which is an amazing food for the gut. Garlic feeds the beneficial bacteria, helps them grow and multiply, and at the same time keeps the bad guys from thriving. But garlic is high in fructans, which may cause you stomach pain if you have an intolerance to it. Who knew? From just garlic. Plus, you may have other food sensitivities that you haven't discovered yet that not only make your tummy feel bad, but can zap your energy or make your joints hurt. Food sensitivities are sneaky and can affect you way more than you know. If all of this information is making your head spin, you're not alone. Me too. That's why I created this program, for myself and my clients. I needed an organized step-by-step process to follow, so I didn't have to worry if I was remembering all the details, but at the same time, a plan that had lots of options so I didn't get bored with my food. And that's exactly what you'll get too. Through following this plan, you can successfully reset your metabolism, gastrointestinal health, energy levels, and the list goes on. I'm excited for you to start this transformational journey with me. To be really honest, the microbiome and how it affects us is relatively new science, and researchers haven't figured it all out. And diets in general all have pros and cons, but with a systematic approach, plenty of support, and delicious food, you can learn to read your body signals and know which foods build your health and which ones don't. This knowledge is so empowering. No more wondering if you're eating the right thing. No more having to rely on fake energy by drinking tons of caffeine. No more eating a meal and feeling like you need a nap afterwards. No more unhappy tummy troubles. Imagine being able to control how you feel simply by eating foods that honor your own unique system. I do want you to be able to have some takeaways from our time together, so I'd like to share some things that you can start doing right away. The first thing you probably already know is you can reduce or avoid common gut destroyers, such as refined carbohydrates, sugar, processed foods, alcohol, and artificial sweeteners. These foods are not beneficial for anyone, and they harm our microbiome. The next thing may surprise you. It's slowing down. Set aside 20 minutes to relax while eating your meal. Be present with your food. Savor the flavors, textures, and smells while chewing slowly and thoroughly. It can be really hard to eat slowly. Too often we have so much to do, we're just trying to gulp down our food so we can get to the next thing. But if you eat slower and chew better, you digest better and metabolize better. Speaking of metabolizing, most people think of metabolism as how fast or slow you burn fat, but metabolism encompasses much more. Not only is metabolism the sum total of all chemical reactions in the body, but research in the mind-body sciences has shown that metabolism includes the sum total of all our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and experiences. This means that right now, you're not only metabolizing your last meal, but all the information I'm giving you in this video, as well as what happened earlier this week, or maybe even a few years ago. So that means if you're hurrying through your meals, eating on the go, or eating while under a lot of stress, you're losing metabolic power. Making the choice to slow down goes a long way in reclaiming your metabolic power, which in turn creates the space for your body to heal and thrive. The next thing you can do is eat simply. Go back to the basics, more like how people ate before convenience food became available. Be sure to eat a variety of foods, but keep each meal simple. For example, instead of using store-bought salad dressing with many gut destroyer ingredients, make your own at home with just a few ingredients such as olive oil, lemon juice, and sea salt. Another idea is having meals that consist of a meat and 2 veggies with some healthy fat. One of my favorites is a grass-fed hamburger patty with mushrooms and onions and a side of faux mashed potatoes made from cauliflower with grass-fed butter and sea salt. This meal is delicious and satisfying, yet with only a few ingredients. When healing your gut, you want to keep your meals simple because more complex food creates more complex work for your body. The more your body has to work at digesting, the less energy is available to heal. When you keep your meals to just a few ingredients at a time, you maximize your digestive power. And the last one is eat the rainbow. Fruits and veggies come in so many different colors: green, blue, purple, red, yellow, orange, white, brown. And each color has different phytochemicals that lower the risk of heart disease and inflammation, prevent cancer, strengthen the immune system, improve brain health and memory, and so much more. But besides all of these awesome benefits, these foods provide the right kind of fiber to feed your microbiome. And when you include as many different sources of fiber as possible, it feeds many different kinds of gut bacteria, leading to a very diverse microbiome, which is key to a healthy gut. If you've made it this far, it's likely you're ready to be the best and healthiest version of you. You're ready to heal. You're ready to transform your body. You're ready to leave behind the things that are holding you back and dragging you down. Whatever your reason is, you've come to the right place. If what I've shared has resonated with you, sign up for my Healing with Food Gut Reset program beginning at the start of the new year. I'll guide you through the process of stepping into a new and healthier version of you. Over the 12 weeks of working with me, I'll teach you how to find your best foods. I'll give you the tools to release the emotional and energetic baggage holding you back. I'll help you grow your awareness on all levels. And of course, your gut will transform. This program isn't just another diet. It's finding out what's best for you as you develop new habits that will serve you for a lifetime. I'll look forward to seeing you there.